Yeah, that's right. I killed your leader twice. Then I read a book over his corpse about the Durance legends that of people that are more fucking cool than he is. Anyway, peace out. Weird flex, but okay. Why not? Oh. This is awkward. It would appear that I still have to like navigate my way back out. I only teleport in, but not back out. Okie dokie. So I looked up the wiki page for the history of the Deerwood Part 3. Because I still haven't found it. And I've actually found a couple of websites that describe where you can find books in this game, and they are incomplete, which I get it. It's hard to chronicle every single book's location, but some of those websites are like, here's 4 locations to find this book and 3 locations to find this book. Then they get to the Deerwood series, and like 1 or 2 of them have locations and the rest don't. So like even the guides that kind of help you find where everything is don't explain where to find what I'm finding. Shit. To the courtyard. That's probably good enough. I'm just sitting here like I'm not sure how to navigate this place. Oh, here we go. Okay. Let's get our asses out of here. And I guess back to my camp, where I'll turn in my bounties. Let's double check my quests. We have my bounties, obviously. Killed. Expansion. Yenwood Field. And then, yeah, oh. Yeah, we're down to just Durance and Heravius. Heravius is gonna wait for the ending, and Durance, I don't know. Just gotta keep sleeping, I guess. Get him to pay more attention to me. And all that. So yeah, it's about time to go to the new expansion. Nope. We could try Cragholt. I may as well test myself once again. I swear we're probably like 5 levels higher than I was the first time I went to the expansion, so giving Cragholt a second try is worth a go.
I must say, I'm impressed.
The distant relative leaves. Yeah, you're not getting him for 700 CP. Step it up. Make me feel that you desire him. I forgot that this is where I was going. Whoops. Whoopsie. And then I'll go to my inn, get the best resting bonus I think I can get, and then blow up some Cragholt assholes. And I figure we do part 2 of the expansion, then the Battle of Yenwood Fields to ensure my supremacy over my land, and then we go in and finally jump in the suicide pit. That'll be fun. Dareth Grimald won't be a problem anymore. Well done. You've outdone the Ducal Palace. Mine that's not terribly difficult. Anyway, here's your pay. I've brought the head of Glasstile. One nasty troll's head for a nasty little alchemist. I'll let him know the job's done. In the meantime, here's your bounty. I've brought the bounty on Roska. You may have averted another war of the Black Trees, eh? Here's the coin they were offering. And Thorfinn's head. Seems like crossing the Knights tends to lead to a bad end. They pay well enough anyway. Here you go. Jesus, I just gained like 12,000 experience or something. Yep, Palagini leveled. As expected. Can't go any more down athletics, and survival's pretty up there. I went 1 step further and went to 8, so that she'd get the increased healing multiplier if she wants to equip that at any given time. Because that's a pretty good thing for a paladin to have, if she decides to go that way. I can't afford more athletics right now. A talent. Oh. You still don't have a weapon focus. I think it's because her paladin talents were still pretty good, but she seems to be out of them now. Yeah, we definitely have two-handed style already. I don't know. I'm just really paranoid, so I always check. I have to know exactly what weapon it's called. Because there's just so many weapon types in this game, and that I could easily make a mistake if I'm not careful. Oh, be revived during combat 5 times. It's taken a while. But she does it on her, she revives on her own, so it's not that hard to do. It's a great sword. I just want to be absolutely sure, because there's a lot of similar there's a lot of similar names for things. I just want to make sure I don't accidentally screw up that, of all things. Great sword. It mostly has to do with the different variations of bow, and then like scepters versus wands. Those are the most confusing elements. But it's good to be careful. Kana's patron was silent about the source of their leads, but the notes quickly proved to be valuable. A grimoire sale in the Sithwood, and notes from a dead Redsaran wizard pointed the way toward 3 other wizards that were unwittingly performing research based on Galif's stolen notes. Spread out across the Eastern Reach, the wizards were amicable enough, but quite unwilling to part with their own extensive notes. After reporting back to the patron's servant, Kana discovered that no additional services were required. It wasn't until after returning to Cadnua that Kana learned of the grisly deaths of the 3 wizards, all under suspicious circumstances. A short time later, a package arrived via guarded courier. It was addressed to Kana with a note simply read, "A gift," in an antiquated hand. The Hellwax mold? This hinged mold has the amazing power to fully duplicate non-soulbound weapons, shields, armor, and other equipment placed inside of it. The immense magical energy required to fabricate the copy uses the mold for raw material and wholly consumes it in the process. Whoa. That is an interesting item. Wow. Anything in the... yeah. Weapon, shields, armor, other equipment. As best I can tell, that means that anything that doesn't have the soul-bound quest, like side quest achievement thing going on it, can be duped. It's like any item I really like on any particular character, I could just make a second copy of. As long as it's not one of these guys. Huh. Definitely has me wondering, like, what's my favorite weapon of that category. Admittedly, a lot of them are soulbound. Oh, man. What would be a good candidate for that? Is there, like, a really good ring or hat somewhere, or... Oh, by the way, these guys. Sheathed in Autumn. Oh, one-handed sword. +1 enemy engaged, freeze. Not really anyone's type of weapon. Aren't you... He does not have a specialization. I often don't give a specialization to dual wielders because they have so much... They can use so many different weapons, yeah. So he could use it if he wanted to. Speed, fast, average, average. This has higher damage than that by a lot. +1 enemy engaged. Freeze damage. Superb. This one has a chance to cast Nature's Mark, which is... yeah. Ah. Did you never get a quality? You don't have a quality enchantment at all. That would explain some of it. Yeah. Whereas you're exceptional. He carries many scars. This is what Radsaurus dropped. Another 14 CP variation. Increased slash, pierce, and resistance, but reduced shock resistance. It's only fine. Plus 50% armor damage reduction while under 25% health. Ah. And 1 endurance per 3 seconds. An additional heal over time on top of his other heal over times as a fighter. That's interesting. Still, retaliation might be pretty good. God, Frenzy crossed with his other speed boost could be so much speed boost if they do stack it. They probably don't stack, though. Effects tend to suppress each other. The survival's admittedly not blowing me out of the water with this thing. More tanky armor can be helpful. He also has a heal over time that can be augmented here. Although his is probably pretty weak at this point because it hasn't necessarily been scaling that much. I'm not necessarily confident to make my choice, I suppose. So much stuff to compare all the time in this game, and I'm bad at that. I forgot about this. Summon shades once per rest. Ooh, there's so many things. Gotta get those Sky Dragon eyes to make you superb. So it goes fine, exceptional, superb. You are exceptional. Yep. Not the most exciting weapon ever. Yeah. Bonus crush damage, exceptional, bonus accuracy, but I think I enchanted those things. You really are using a weapon that doesn't have any special effects, aren't you? I suppose it's just more that I needed a big weapon to specialize in. So it could have been a number of other things at this point. I believe I gotta be careful though, because I have, yeah, weapon focused soldier. Great sword, pike, warhammer, arbalist, arquebus. I might have a higher quality two-handed weapon by now. This is where a search function might come in handy for category types. Morning Star is not my thing. One-handed swords. I'm looking for great swords. Or pikes. A spear. Spear. Do I have any pikes? There's a pike. I don't have any good pikes in the entire game, apparently. These are daggers. Estoc. Estoc. No, great sword. I don't have any great swords that are actually good to switch out with this. Did I not look at one a second ago? No, that was not a great sword. That was for you. That's what I was thinking of. That's a one-handed sword. Well, it's not the strongest thing ever. I don't have a great replacement for it. Is there even more?
Well met, friend.
Oh god, there are more. There's some ranger causing trouble out in the wilds. Then there's Galen Dalgard, slaver. Not exactly popular around here. Then there's some kind of cult, looks like. Here's one I haven't seen in a while. Captain Malrumi, the pirate. I'll go after the ranger. The ranger Foemina has been waging a one-woman campaign of terror against travelers passing through the Wooden Plains. Survivors report she feeds her victims to the pack of wild animals that travel with her. A lot of folk would be glad to hear she's been dealt with. Tell me about Galen Dalgard. This one's got teeth. Galen Dalgard, the slaver. He and his friends have been spotted at Madmer Bridge. None of the local authorities are willing to touch him because he's got powerful connections back in Nadir. But some nameless soul is willing to put coin down to see Galen breathes his last. Says it's personal. Was this about a cult? I'm not sure what to make of this one. Something about a murderous cult of druids, led by Menpuigra. The creature goes by Devuin, and it looks like she and her followers have set up in a cave in the Northweald. I'll hunt down this pirate. Captain Malrumi mainly goes after Valian vessels, and his crew just made landfall in Anslog's compass. Not sure how long he's planning on staying, but this is your chance to take him down before he sets sail again. Not really in a hurry to do that. Mostly just picking those quests up because I'm already in the room, so why make another trip? But I want to deal with either the expansion or the crag place, or both. That crag place has been waiting for me to deal with it for a while.
That is another foreign colony.
Last thing the Deerwood needs another foreign colony. Commenting on the fact that I've gone this far in the game and developed all this, but I'm not Deerwooden, so I'm a dreaded foreigner.
Sure.
Gads. How could such a thing happen? Anyway, it's about time that I rested in my own house. Don't do this too often. Don't get a ton of reason to come by here. But I'm about to depart. Did I even get a good bonus from this bed? I feel like I get better bonuses from inns. I was more excited when I saw that I kept adding a different bonus to my list of bonuses every time I got a different building, because I thought they'd stack, but you can only pick one. Yep. Let's give everyone some might. Good thing to stack up. Keep waiting for Durance to say something. It'll happen sooner or later. It happened with the wailing, the grieving mother. Oh. I just noticed right before we loaded. Durance is ready to level up. Lost track of that in the whole pile of things. Of whenever that happened.
Ballard, well done. A formidable fortress in the old style. We don't build them like this anymore, you know. Not by the sea. Too vulnerable to cannons.
I guess it just happened when I turned in all those quests and I just only noticed that one character in particular was ready to level up. Yep. I noticed Pallegina, but not Durance. Wow, you're a weird mess of character stats. Brilliant Radiance, that's the weak burn. Yeah, these don't make sense for you. And I already got your wand specialization. Could go a dangerous implement. I think I might. Your weapon is fully self-enchanted and leveled up and everything. Time to go into scary mode and fuck some people up with it. Won't this be fun? Make sure we save. This won't go well. Still, it'll go better than it did the first time.
Stop there. This area is under the control of the Torn Bannerman.
We'll see about that. We've already tried talking to these people. It doesn't work.
You had your chance.
We are here to fuck you up. Well, this is an improvement. There we go. Generics. Yep. Save. Should have done this at the beginning. Crag it up, I guess. Just realized I'm going to be quick saving as I go. I should probably have a beginning of the whole place save. Although, I guess not. I mean, I'm not going to go back and undo my choice to attack these people, I don't think. If anything, I just might retreat with my tail between my legs and try to come back later to finish the job. But I probably won't, like, decide to be their friend. In fact, I don't think I can. They seem to be pretty much here to conquer and pillage. I'm going to die right now. Alagina, please heal yourself. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. Make a clone. That's always cool. Who doesn't like a clone? I don't. I like clones. Clones are fun. Oh wow, the blinding spell is way smaller than I remember it being. Got a little bit panicked. I definitely noticed that that was a shockingly large fight. Holy shit. When I first saw the first couple guys, I'm like, alright, we can do this. Then I saw the camera expand outward dramatically as a billion enemies showed up. Why is that why is that showing up on the map? I don't know. None of these categories should mean much? Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Seems to be generic loot. Poof. Yeah, I'm like, oh my god, I could probably take these guys. They're not so bad. I can do this. Then I saw the camera. I saw the fog of war expand, and I'm like, that's like 8 people. I wasn't. We did it though. We did it. I just was not psyched. It's just a bad time for me. Did I just? Oh god damn it! Why did that happen? Wait, why? Wasn't there way more items? Had only some of them end up in my inventory. I don't know how this happens. I think the I don't know. I'm often willing to think that it's just me misclicking or something, but it happens so much that I'm starting to think that there might be something slightly buggy about the inventory management in this game. I'm not sure how I could be so confused and make so many mistakes this far into the game with putting stuff around. Not exactly a massive problem, but it's like, how does this keep happening? Baratheon scripture. I think I've read that before, but I'll put it there anyway. The body lies beneath a blood-soaked shroud. It reeks of rot and infection. Ooh, let's look at the body and put stuff in my inventory. From the corpse. Don't you like corpse items? Hmm. Yep. These are some scary crowded fights. Alright. Ouch. Durance is dead. Heal yourself. Please. Please. Why can't you heal yourself? You're prone somewhere in there. There you are. Not doing so hot? Yeah. Not great news. Palagina could be having a better time. Eloth, no. Yep, there they go. So we got a bouncy heal. Hey, we win. It's gonna... Oh, no. I'm not in the mood for surprises. Okay, it's all of us versus him, though. We're probably good. By the way, Aloth's clone was still fighting. It's kind of cool. It still sticks around for the 30 seconds, even if he goes down. It's not really what I expected. No, second one's not helpful for you. You never did Sacred Immolation, huh? Knock this guy on his ass. Yeah, those items or whatever. Hey, it stayed out of my other inventory. Rathian scripture. I'll take it. I'll look at it later. I think that might be new, but I'm not sure. Footprints. Ooh. I don't necessarily care about those stats, actually.
Sure.
You alright, Aloth?
I'm ready.
Not having a hot time?
Yeah.
Oh.
I fear we've lost the angry one.
Alright. I fear we have lost the angry one. Necklace of fireballs. I didn't like my aunt very much, so I bought her a necklace of fireballs. We definitely need to rest. And I should have brought more resting items with me. That's my bad. I'm not used to running out of these. I tend to not run out of these. I like that I've fought my way into their camp, but their security is so bad in this camp that no one has noticed that I'm being, like, just burning my way through it. The point where I rested for 8 hours in the middle of their battle camp, and no one's come over to notice all the dead people, or that I'm still here, having caused all the dead people. Friendly?
Hold! He's got this far. I ought to have a look at him at least.
Oh, did I just find their leader? Commander Ballard. The man before you has the bearing of authority, and his casual command has the guards immediately lowering their weapons. Even so, they continue to watch you warily.
Commander Ballard, leader of the Torn Bannermen. You've been a right pain in the balls, whoever you are. What do I call you?
Yaskier.
Well, on behalf of the Torn Bannermen, welcome to our camp.
His men glance at each other, smirking.
I've lost a lot of fucking men out there. Console Hot's one thing, but why are you here cutting down my soldiers? I figure I can guess, but please, let's hear it from the man himself.
There's a wizard choice. Your mercenaries attacked me without cause.
My men had orders to warn off any intruders, without unnecessary bloodshed. Every one of them knows I expect my commands followed to the fucking letter. And God's help the man that slips.
I think that was true the first time, but technically not this time, because I was just like, I'm gonna kill you.
No, I'd say you're here for the same reason as the rest of us. A powerful artifact, hidden within the keep. That's bait to tempt any beast. But the artifact is ours. Whoever set their tongue to wagging about it, they did you a great wrong. Nobody comes into our camp and lives.
And why are we
I
talking?
think that's about the end of it. You ready? I'll make it quick for you.
I was wondering why we were talking. Wait, I have some questions before we begin.
Suppose there's no harm in that. I don't promise I'll answer.
Why? Why is he... Okay, fine. What do you know about this artifact? Or what do you know?
Only that the phylactery's worth a fucking fortune. More than just your usual piece of Engwithan history, I mean. No idea what it does. Don't much care. Our employer wants it found, and delivering it's gonna see us paid enough coin to buy one of the republics.
How goes the siege?
After tactical advice, was going well enough at first. But the moment we cracked open the outer wall, Crägholdt's pets started clawing their way out of the ruins. Caught the first wave off guard, and carved them to gobbets. We've pressed them back to the keep for the time being, but it's delayed our victory. Once the reinforcements arrive, we will storm the keep in force. It's just a matter of time. Could prop your corpse up somewhere after. You could scare off the looters.
What were these creatures?
Dead men, walking and fighting like the living. They've armor thick enough to foul our arrows, and they can conjure spells to burn a man alive.
He looks out toward the nearby hill.
At night, you can see them on the bluff, like a line of torches, their eyes burning. They don't come down into our camp. They wait up there for us to come to them.
What of Crägholdt? Does he live?
Good question. No one's got a clear sense of that. We haven't seen him on the field of battle. The old fuck may have gotten himself eaten by the dead men. He could be controlling them. Or the first volley of stones left him crushed under his own keep. Won't know until we get in there and see for ourselves.
Who do you work for?
Someone without much love for Crägholdt, huh? Let's just say they have a lot of coin to throw around, and high standards. Thing is, discretion's included in the service. You'll just have to make do with me.
We don't have to be enemies. I could help you.
You slaughter my fucking men and then come begging after work? They'd have my guts for bowstrings if I took you on, and I deserve it. You came ready to kill. Don't lose your nerve now.
Yeah, it's weird that he's like so indignant, but I'm like, why are we having this long-ass conversation? It's strange. I'm ready.
I'll give Crägholdt your regards.
I think it's because there's nobody in this situation that could reasonably explain to me what's going on in the situation, because everyone's my enemy that wouldn't have reason to talk to me, and then everyone else is a monster, and then Crägholdt, someone I'm probably not going to meet until the end of the entire sequence. So if I want to get context for what's happening in the environment, they just have to have a guy that's weirdly willing to explain it to me. Alright, well, we seem to have found their leader, so that's fun. I'm rather amused by the idea that I just kind of beelined directly for their leader. Let's start with a summon immediately. There we go. That increases my number of dudes. Let's throw some negative effects around. And who doesn't like a good old chain lightning? I don't know. Live. Head there, oh god. Live. There we go. Some sacred immolation and big ol' fire blade. That's always fun. Where's that chain lightning? There you go. It seems to be going alright. I don't have a great grasp on the actual flow of the fight, but okay, maybe it's not going that well. No one looks that damaged, actually. And I've thrown a few nasty things around. Let's throw in some nice long-term negative effects on these guys. This guy's almost dead. Let's hit him with this death blast. Oh, it didn't go off on him. He died too fast. If it went on him correctly, he would have summoned a... He would have ended up summoning a heal, which would have been nice. Lay on hands yourself. He would have summoned a phantom, is what I meant to say. We're good, though. Yep. Why are you still casting Durance? There's no enemies. AI control is strange. But still, like, as you can see, I go into full focus on Aloth, for example, and it's just nice to have other characters just kind of go for it. Yeah. I should have, if I'm gonna turn these two on, I should have Haravius on so they can just fucking make a mess of things.
How may I help?
I like the idea of making every little control. I think I've said this in a bunch of times already at this point, but I like the idea of really carefully and articulately controlling a character in this game. But when it's a whole party, it's like, okay, but Jesus Christ. They go, okay. I think it lagged for a second. The golden scales, 13. Plus 5 DR against burn, superb quality already. 10% of ranged attacks are reflected back at an attacker. Whew. Not gonna lie, it's a really rad thing. Also, I'm mad at the guy who I took this from, so spitefully wearing his armor sounds like fun. Oh my god, Yaskier. So he has dragon, he can summon dragon-themed allies. He does a dragon-themed AoE around him, and now he's got a dragon-style armor that looks ridiculous and awesome. Still polished to a mirror sheen, this set of golden scale armor was one of the last great works of Roose Stancliffe, a well-respected smith. Stancliffe was inspired by a local fable revolving around a golden dragon, and modeled this set of armor after the beast in question. He imbued the golden scales with protective enchantments against flame, as well as the same reflective properties, which protected its namesake against ranged opponents. The result was an eye-catching and effective piece of armor, and it proved especially popular amongst those intent on being the center of attention. Damn. Ah, it's better for you though, isn't it? Yeah, instead of den deflection against ranged attacks, bounce ranged attacks back. Yeah, no. It also matches her feathers in a cool way. Oh, she looks fucking awesome. And even her, look at that. Even her Redeemer has a similar aesthetic. The colors are all over the place, but shape-wise, she's got a really cool thing going on with her, like you have her race and her armor and her weapon all mixing together in a cool way. Damn. That's pretty cool. Well, just came up the left path and accidentally took out their leader, just first thing. I guess I'll run around and clean up the rest of their guys now. Slightly awkward at that point, but okay. Okay, so this is where I'll find the actual battlefront where they're dealing with the ghouls. So let's look around on this side of things.
Let's go. Attack.
But yeah, I love playing as my druids in D&D, and a sorcerer I had in another campaign and so on. Having a giant series of solutions for all your problems and throwing them at people and being really creative, very fun. But having that level of attention to detail spread across 3 spellcasters simultaneously, that's a lot. That's just a lot. Please heal him before he dies. Oh, wow, that got weaker. Not sure, focus this guy. Why not? Yes. Kills himself, so I don't pick anyone, right? He just activates this mode where he's scary now. Has he activated it yet? He has not. There it is. Now he's in scary mode. Does that require... that's a new tier. It's my first 6 chance song. Oh my god. He has Crowns of the Faithful from the other guy, so Durance gave him 6 perceptions, 25 resolve, 6 intellect, but he also has 40% attack speed, 10 DR. 41 resolve, 24 intelligence. All of his stats are scary right now. 168 concentration, 93 from resolve. All of his checks are over 100. His will is 163. His DR is 28. Jesus Christ. There's your dragon killer. These throw these kinds of effects around when you're fighting a dragon, and they're just gonna die. What? Oh, I killed him with chanting. I was like, how did Yaskier kill him? He was just standing outside of melee range. He's still glowing. Look at that glow.
Right.
God damn. He's just a crater of bad news for other people. So yeah, we have leveled. We can defeat these guys that were such a problem the first time around. And it's not even that much of a struggle. They do put up a fight though. There are a bunch of like unique enemies that all have like big attacks and spells and FX and good gear and so on. They don't go down lightly. Money and a letter. Commander Ballard. He's dead. Proceed to Cragholt with utmost haste. Crägholdt will not willingly part with the Engwithan phylactery. You must secure it by any means necessary. Be warned that all previous attempts at acquiring the artifact have met with abject failure. We know very little about the phylactery, save that it is nearly indestructible. With that in mind, I would recommend using your considerable forces to lay siege to Cragholt. Once Crägholdt is destroyed, you may retrieve the phylactery from what remains of his tower. Delivery of the artifact is your primary charge, but definitive proof of Crägholdt's demise shall entitle you to a substantial bonus. Spare no expense in fulfilling this task, but know that any outside interference will constitute a breach of this agreement. I have spent considerable resources to ensure that any local authorities will look the other way. Any overtly curious party should be dealt with accordingly. Yeah, that part didn't work out for you. I have not been dealt with. Sorry. I'm gonna hit you with my sword now. I like the random guy in the corner. I don't get paid enough for this shit. No, you don't. You don't get paid nearly enough to die. Oh no. This is not good. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. We're going to die. 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 Only 11 seconds, Jesus. Yeah, it's about time to just be throwing summons around, honestly. Anything that can give us numbers would be good right about now. Yeah, it's a lot of enemies. This is exactly what you're worried about when you run around in this place. It's just so possible to bring in way too many of these guys at once. This is the kind of fight where one would hope to have a bit of help from somebody else. Let's see. Oh, you never reached Aloth. You just failed to save him that whole time. That's a bummer. There we go. I was trying to get to him, but I guess she must have got stuck. Oh shit, Ed Air. Ah. Not as strong as a heal as I would hope. Alright, set up that bouncing heal. Bounce heal established. Set up the fire. Just the priest gets good. AoE heal. A resurrection. Storm of Holy Fire. Just burn everybody. Continuously for a while. Not useful for the allies, though. Yep, let's throw... Oh. Actually, let's throw it at these guys up here. Wow, there's a lot of them just in a pile over here on top of Aloth. Gonna pop up anything I can to help. Because, goddamn... Eskier's not doing hot now. I've got a thing for that. Or he'll just die. He doesn't have the greatest chances necessarily. Please heal Yaskier if you can. He's got the veil on, he's got the double on. Yep. Anything to help out with the tanking situation. Yeah, he's not gonna get a lot of spells done right now. I'll try to activate the lance if I can. And then Sitzel mode. Yep, he's got the lance. Alright, so he's gonna activate Sitzel mode. And just go in full combat and just start wailing on people with that. That'll do something. No one's died yet. It's pretty chaotic. Things are going pretty nuts right now. The woozes are still hanging out, having a fun time. Plague of Insects is allies only, right? I mean, enemies only. It doesn't have friendly... Yeah, this is gonna hit a lot of people if I do it right. Pallegina's got her flame sword somewhere around here. Yeah. There's a lot of cool stuff happening right now. Like, all of our cool abilities throughout the party are really just popping out and getting scary on people. So that's fun. But, we're constantly at risk. God, your attack speed has to be a fucking nightmare right now. There's endless number of modifications on Yaskier right now. So he's frenzied right now. His attacks, yep, I was right. His attack speed is suppressed from frenzy. And the damage reduction from Zealous Endurance is also suppressed because he has a bigger effect coming from his scary nightmare mega move that he's got right now. Where he's in full on terrifying chanter mode. He is an agent of destruction. I'm just gonna plop this over here on... There we go. Another DR effect could be handy right about now. Get that cast. There we go. Continuous shock around... How many people get shocked? Single ally. Sure. Put it on Aloth too. Since everyone wants to kill him so bad. Let's put that on him too. Alright. Yaskier still has the ability to suck health out of people. Might not be the worst time for that. He's kind of on his own over here, unfortunately. Use a little backup. Why are you just standing here? No, not the swamp slime. He's my favorite. There's so much going on here. Okay. Is he still in scary avatar mode? Yeah, he is. 40% attack speed. You don't want to be here with me, but you are, so enjoy. Or don't. Doesn't matter. You'll be dead soon. Yaskier is a scary boy. Yep, there he goes, just hacking away on people. Honestly, I don't even want to cast anything as him. I just want to get him to keep smacking people. Wow. Still doing that Spirit Lance and Martial Power. Wow. So he seems to have been scary. Everybody was focusing him and he's alive still. And I haven't even done that much to heal him. He's just in scary mode. He's got a big scary weapon and he's got a ton of deflection and increased health and other stats. I put like the deflection ball on him and other stuff like that right beforehand. So he's kind of been rolling in some positive effects in the meantime. Oh yeah, this is over. That last spellcast was not worth it. Whew. Well, that was neat. I thought I was dead. And then I was not dead. So that came as a surprise. I aggroed way too many people. Gonna have to take another nap. Got a few people in the red zone. Oh god, do we have people in the red zone? Or yeah, we do. We have so many people in the red zone. 112,000. Alright. No, not a trap. Oh.
Just get quieter.
He's dead. Did it just get quieter? I love that everyone hates Durance because he deserves it. 3 might. That's a pretty good. That's a pretty good belt. Got to be somebody who still needs 3 might, right? You. Yaskier doesn't have any might. God, you have a terrible belt. Take it. Oh my god. Oh god. What a bonus. Zeroed in on the stat that he was still missing. What a time. I can't rest. Guys, where do you keep all of your... Oh god. Yeah, two people are red and one of them is gray now, which is worse than red. Man tent, training grounds. Where do you guys keep your camping supplies? Why can't I rest in one of your camp locations? These are clearly camps. Damn it. How can I not find camping supplies when I'm literally in a camp game? How do you explain this? Why do I have to leave and come back to rest at a camp? Obviously, I said a moment ago it's silly that I can rest in their camp at all, but it's weird that I can't find camping supplies in their camp. Well, that cave seems important. Leave that for now, though. How many more of them could there be? There's gonna be at least be some over here, yeah. I can't do another fight. Look at this giant cliff. 2 of my characters have super low ability to survive anything. And one of them will die in 1 hit. Give me a can- oh god. I probably won't find any. I'll probably have to leave and come back. Which is too bad. We're of a bad way. They're still trying to cast spells when they died, and the effect has persisted. It's kind of spooky, honestly.
A simple test. A simple test. A simple test.
We're not cool enough to open this. We're not good enough to open it, but still he's like, "Oh, simple test. Oh, simple test." Which is funny. Stalwart, 12 hours. Cadnua, 12 hours. Really? 1 billion hours. Alright, back to Cadnua it is. It's funny. It's already funny the first time where he's like, "Oh, simple test." And then it's proven wrong. It's like, haha, you were overconfident, but you're actually full of shit, which is pretty in character for Durance. But then but then I'm spamming clicking it, so he says it every single time, and it's like, you're...
Well done. A formidable fortress in the old style.
We
don't build them like this anymore, you know.
Makes him seem downright deranged. This is a very long message to say this frequently. But it's funnier in his case because he's specifically somehow not learning the fact that he's clearly not up for this. A simple test. A simple test. Yeah, I'm leaning heavy on that joke. Listen, I have loading screens to stimulate me. It's always a struggle to think of anything to talk about in those moments. Might. I like my protagonist having... Oh! Is it time? Your eyes open to a familiar scene. Durance sits with his staff laid across his lap, a malignant flame sprouting from one end. A simple test. He is difficult to make out, his features soft, bleeding together. But the staff you can see clearly, its etchings aglow in molten orange. Though Durance's face is difficult to distinguish, there is no mistaking the hardened expression, the furrowed brow. His voice hisses and sputters, low and unintelligible, as though having a private argument with its staff. Traces of spittle catch the firelight as they fly from his lips like sparks. And to your surprise, there is a female figure behind him. You are about to call out a warning when you realize that it is the Magran statue where you met Durance at the fork. Yet, she seems almost alive for a moment. Her cast shadow seemed as if it was moving, cloaked. Then it is still, frozen with the night at its back. Examine the staff. There is something odd about one of the symbols. A circle of 12 smaller circles. One of the small circles glows brightly, but the other 11 gave off little light. They flicker and fade like dying embers. Between his hissing curses, Durance lowers his face close to the staff and blows on the fading circles with panicked rapidity, coaxing lights from them, but they do not ignite. One by one, the light of the circles dies, and smoke rises from their ashes. Only one still burns. Durance hurls his staff at his feet, and it clatters to the ground. Its edges have become soft, difficult to find. Like its owner, the staff has become a blur. You close your eyes and reopen them, and Durance is there, picking a staff from the ground, but the blur is gone, and you are awake. Ooh. Well, I'll see you guys next time where we finally get to interrogate Durance. It's been a while.